Good evening and welcome back to my channel. Let me take that off because that's not correct. You guys, today for Success is a Mindset, I'm really just going to be talking to you about what I have going on. I decided I'm going to share my screen with you in just a few moments. I'm going to share with you my my spreadsheet here in just a second. Sharing is caring. You guys might notice I got my little jazz music on in the background. I don't know why I didn't set this ticker before I started, but I'm going to set it right now. Y'all just have to bear with me. I don't even think there's anybody to bear with me right at this very moment anyways. So maybe just a moment. And it's going to be really quick tonight. I have so many good things going on. I am hopefully getting ready to get into another major business venture. I don't really want to talk about that one just yet, but I know just in my personal life, I'm definitely working on being more healthy. It's an everyday struggle because, you guys, I'm going to just keep it real. I had McDonald's today. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I'm working on it, but I don't always do the best every day. I decided that I needed to get up a little bit earlier so I'd have more time in my day to try to get the listings done because I genuinely can't stand listing. So the next step is going to be to get a VA, which is bringing me actually to my next point. Once I get the VA, then I'm not going to have to worry about the listing process and all that anymore, which, you know, I'll get some of my time back and then I can do some other business ventures. But I love this YouTube channel and I love you guys. If there's something or a topic that you would like me to talk about in particular, definitely don't be afraid to put that in the comments. Shoot me, or DM me on Instagram at Brittany All Bossed Up, because I definitely want to help you guys in any type of way possible. The YouTube channel is not for me, it's actually for you. So I try to provide content that, you know, people want to watch for sure. So what I'm going to do, let me see if it'll let me share my screen, and then I'm going to talk a little bit more about what I got going on and a little bit about this card and stuff. So let's see. It's going to let me do it. Here is my actual spreadsheet, you guys. This is my spreadsheet. I am going to have to put it in a different format so you guys can see it a little bit better. I'm thinking right here you can kind of see the spreadsheet a little bit better. If you're just now joining me, I'm just talking about my spreadsheet and a little bit about what I got going on, talking about my workout regimen. My workout regimen is crazy. I have 3 days a week where I have to do an hour. And then the other days in between, I do 30-minute light exercise because the 3 days that I'm working out is so strenuous that I need to have like a little bit of a break in between. And then I have 2 days off if that's what I want to do. I just take 2 days off, but I don't necessarily have to. I think we might have to go full screen, you guys. I don't think you can really see this all that well. Let me see. Yeah, if we go full screen, to me, it just like looks a little bit better. But this is my spreadsheet. So what's going on, I'm going to explain it a little bit, but I mean, up here at the top, you got eBay title, but this is actually just the title for whatever, you know, that I end up doing. And the reason why it's blue is because it's a link. That's actually a link that this blue link right here lets me know that I listed it on eBay. Then from there, I cross-listed to Mercari and Poshmark because that's the platforms that I sell on. And I do that using Listperfect. But I like the fact that this, you know, once I am done with my listing on eBay, I just hit the copy button and put it here because this is actually a link. I can just actually go into that and just click on the link and I can go to this item at any time. So it's like a quick link as well. Right here, it says the weight or the date that's sold. This is actually 3 columns right now, which is why I'm getting ready to have like a reseller go over my spreadsheet and help me maybe figure this out a little bit, because I like to keep track of a lot of data. This is a lot of different information. That it's only the date that it's sold once it's actually sold. So once I sell something, like right here, yesterday, that's what I sold yesterday. So it'll show right here that this is what I sold, the price that it was listed for, the price that I accepted, how much I spent on the item, where I got it from, which haul number, which this is the store, and then like the actual haul number is number 3, and then when I listed it and what date I actually purchased it on, which was on the receipt. And then right here, it tells you the item location, and it actually, like, I decided to add in the city that it was manufactured in, and then the type of fabric. You guys, you gotta excuse me. I've been up since 4 o'clock, so I'm a sleepyhead tonight, but I'm getting through it. So anyways, right over here, we have, I said that this was just the weight and the date sold. I just showed you the date sold, but it's only once it sells. Like if I was to sell this one or sell this one right here, I would hit this and hit copy and then take it down to the bottom. I know this is not the most exciting thing, but for me, it is kind of exciting. I mean, I just need to update like all of my like charges, because if you guys didn't notice, Mercari has actually went up on their prices. And so I'm just like, I just noticed today, like the shipping is like $11.49 for, I think it was UPS or yeah, something like that. But I was just like, okay, so their prices are going up. And then if you want to do FedEx Smart Post, you guys, the thing about FedEx Smart Post, oh, I'm going to just jump off this for just a second so I can explain it to you. The thing about that I don't like about FedEx Smart Post is, why would I want to have my customer waiting 2 to 9 business days to get their stuff? I think not. That just doesn't work for me. I don't think I'm going to keep that as an option. I think I could do like this envelope right here. It's just an idea. If you don't use Pirate Ship, maybe you want to use Pirate Ship, and like, if it can fit in this, which most of my stuff can, this is a padded flat rate envelope, that would be cheaper than paying the $11.49 if you go on Pirate Ship and just do it that way. Or I think now you can do your shipping through PayPal, but I've never done that before. But I heard that, I think from somebody else, another reseller, that you can. So anyways, that's that on that. I'm going to go back into the spreadsheet, and we have here. Okay, so I think I was talking about what's in this sold column. So if I sell it, it's a sold. But if I'm trying to get the spreadsheet set up so that whenever I get ready to scale and I actually have somebody listing this stuff for me, it's really easy for them to catch on to what's going on here. Now, this is where I got it from. I put swag 3 because I got it from Swag Slayer Fashion. That's Tiana. Hi, Terry. How you doing? Thank you for joining. So let me just put that up there really quick. Okay. But anyway, so down here, I've got like, this is where the weight is normally supposed to be. This is the weight, like 15, it was 15 ounces, 1 pound, 7 ounces, 7 ounces, 9 ounces, 10 ounces. That's how I do that. And then right here, I've got the measurements. So like if it was like this blouse was 40 across the top and then 1924 because it's a high-low blouse. So I put that in there so I would understand why I had so many numbers, because it's just bust and then full length. is what that is. But I know that. But, you know, I guess if I was to get somebody to list for me, I just tell them what that means, and then they hopefully can pick up on that. But these are all my listings for the week that I've already entered in here that I just have to list. So far, this is where I'm at. I listed a total of 14 items this week. And the reason why I haven't gotten more done is because I came into my office today, you guys. That's pretty much it on my spreadsheet. I'm not going to go into too much more detail because it can be pretty mundane. So I'm going to stop sharing that, come on back on the screen and say, you know, look, you know, like today I wasn't able to do what I really wanted to do. Hi, how are you? Did I create, here's a question right here. Hey, I just got in. Did you create this document yourself? No, actually, I got it from another reseller, which is old. It's like over a year old. And that's why I really want to talk to my friend in the reselling community and see if she can help me out with a better way to, you know, like, because like Mercari fees and everything has changed and it's not updated. So I'm not able to actually get that information. But the good thing about this spreadsheet, I'm going to go back to it for just a second. I'm going to go back to, let me make it big because that's the only way you guys can really see it. But the thing about it is there's a lot of information in here. This number right here is like, that's my bin number. And then it even tells you like the color of the tag. So you guys, this is going to say like, let me see if I can put it in the camera. I don't know if you can see it, but here they are right here. But these are my stickers. So it'll say 3 whatever, and it's silver. So I have like a 3, whatever the number is, and then I'll have the S behind it. And the reason why is because over here, let me show y'all if I have anything that old. Yeah, I do. Okay, let me show y'all this right here. See that? This is an old item. This has a white tag. And that's how I know it's really old, because white was like back in the beginning when I first started back listing. So I know that that's really old. So there's some things about my system that I do really like, but I know that this can be a little bit better because I need to be able to get tables and stuff out of this. So, but anyways, like I just want for a lister to be able to go in here and easily pull this information. Like I put USA, polyester, spandex. So that way they have some information, because on eBay, this information is going to be in there. But if I go on like Poshmark or Mercari, they don't have the fabric information or whatever. And I know that's kind of extra, but I feel like that is going to help the customer. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, that's going to make my listing just a little bit better than the next person's, which is, you know, hopefully that can help create repeat business and stuff like that. I mean, hopefully it helps, you know what I mean? But anyway, so date I purchased, and then the date that it sold, and the date that's listed. That's why over here there's nothing here, but you can see it up here at the top. I just added that in. This spreadsheet that I got from the other reseller didn't have all these categories. I just put all that stuff in there because I'm just extra. So amount that it was charged, and then the charge to ship, the shipping cost, and then the PayPal fee. Let me see if it'll let me go over right. Let me see. See, I'm not all that good in here, but then you got your eBay, Mercari, eBay, PayPal, and then your total earn, your actual net, and then your return on your investment. So once it sells, for example, let me see if it'll let me do it. If I put in here that this sold for, say, I accepted an offer and it was only $12, then I charge $4.99 to ship. And then they paid $5.99, because that happens a lot on eBay. You know, like then it kind of calculates it, what it would be if it was Mercari, what it would be in PayPal fees, how much I earned after the fees, and then your actual net, and then your return on your investment, which I have cost of goods over here. So it's automatically calculating that at 246%, which is great. I mean, it's not super great, but it's not bad either, And then you got some money back if the shipping really was, if I really did. Well, no, hold on. I messed up right here. This is where I messed up because it should be the other way around. Let's say they paid. Oh no, I done pushed the wrong button. Let's say they paid $5.99, and then $4.99 right here. That way, I actually made some money or whatever. Cost to ship it was $4.99. I charged them, so then you would actually get some money back, and you see how this number changed to 321% because I got some money back out of the shipping fees, which generally to me just helps me pay for packaging and stuff. I haven't been looking for any sheets, but I think they have them on like Etsy. Like there's like sheets like mine on Etsy. But like I said, like this one, I just took it off of like, I think it was like a Facebook group. If I figure out the name of the Facebook group, I will let you know. But that's kind of how I keep track of it. And then like if you look over here, let me go back into February. It's kind of cool because then you can see that's my Macari sales. That's in yellow. And then the blue is Poshmark. Poshmark did pretty well last month. And then in the green, that's eBay. So that's how I know, like, you pretty much have a pretty much good idea of what's selling because of the colors. You know what I mean? But I do want like a full report so that I can really dive into the numbers and see what's really working well and what might not be actually working all that well for me. So that's that on that. But yeah, it says I don't have that many listings and I'm mostly on Poshmark. I have Macari, but I haven't listed all the items from Poshmark. Oh, you're okay. You're okay. No worries there. Are you using a cross-listing system or are you just like copying it yourself? Because I mean, I do think that if you don't have one, if you're going to post to more than one platform, I think if you're just cross-listing and it's one platform, it may not even be necessary to do all of that. But if you have at least two platforms that you want to, like once you get to three, you definitely need it. And because like right now, the delisting process is really getting on my nerves. So now that I can says love the color coding. Yeah, I do. That's something that I really like because I can easily see. I can see what the heck happened. Same thing with the fees. I can see which column because of all the colors. So it helps me out. I don't know. I like that. Doing it myself, but I plan to use Vendoo. Yeah, Vendoo I heard is pretty user friendly. I've never used it, but I think I'm going to use it and then do a comparison video. Like, you know what I mean? Just so I can see if I actually like it. For all I know, I might actually like it, but I don't know if I can do that because I'm actually I am a ambassador technically for Listperfectly, and I actually really do like Listperfectly. So I don't know how that would work, but for me, Listperfectly has been working great. I love it. I really haven't had any problems now that the catalog situation is covered and I can transfer how many ever listings I need. Now that I know that I'm talking to Vandy, or not Vandy, but Melissa last night at Vandy's Closet on IG, she was telling me that you can now on Listperfectly, which I didn't even know, but you can transfer all your listings into Listperfectly and then it'll keep track of all your listings there. So when you go to delist, you can just delist them from there and then you have all your listings there. If you put in the data like what sold and all that kind of stuff, you don't necessarily need a spreadsheet. Like, I mean, maybe you could try that. I think Vendoo now even has like, what are they called? Analytics. So according to Lisa Jules, she uses Vendoo, I believe, as well. And I think a couple of other people in the group that we're in, Trish Van 99 uses Vendoo. So, maybe that's, the way to go. But I do like the fact that it has Marketplace because I know coming up, you guys, I'm getting ready to move in like, let me see. It's the middle of June and I really need to get rid of some stuff. You see this office? You know what? This office, y'all want to say hi to Tracy? Hey, Tracy. I listed those jeans the other day, but I've really been having fun with her. But I don't know what the hell happened to her wig. But anyways, that's Tracy. That's Tracy. But I cleaned the office up. I wonder what happened to my music. Alexa, you ain't right. Okay, so anyway, I don't have no music, but I had like some little jazz music. Alexa, play Chris Brown. Let me see what she played, just for fun. It's like echoing because my daughter has one too. So it's like echoing in her room. That's probably why it stopped. Because it's playing in her room too. Oh my God. Okay. Alexa, turn the music off. Can't have it. But I do like the fact that anytime I'm getting a little frustrated or whatever, I can just turn on that Alexa. I tell you what, I love it. Terry says that makes sense because delisting can be a challenge. Can be, girl. It's such a challenge because sometimes it'll come through and I'm in the middle of something or I'm on a walk or I'm working out or whatever I'm doing and then I don't feel like stopping what I'm doing to go delist. So I am really considering, like, I don't know, I might need to get a VA just to do that. But that's why when Tiana did her little show earlier, what was it on? She did on Hammock and Salehound. Those are two apps that you can use, or two, not apps, but services that you can use that have VAs that list for you. Hammock, I think, is a cheaper option, and they actually have people on staff 7 days a week that can list to a multitude of platforms. I think Hammock has the most, and that's something that I'm really thinking about moving forward, having a VA. So, because I'm getting ready to start another business venture, I'm pretty sure I'm going to go ahead and do that. And so with that in mind, I'm not going to have a whole lot of time left to do reselling, but that's why I got up at 4 o'clock this morning. But what ended up happening is my plan got messed up because my wonderful office was like, you guys, like right now it's clean. That's because I took the time to clean it up, but it was a hot mess and I just could not work in here. So I had to like stop what I was doing and get the office cleaned up. I just couldn't do it. So it kind of messed up my plan. And then I cleaned up my spreadsheet a little bit. I had some issues with the numbers because I was doing my work in the living room from the laptop on Sunday. I was typing in everything and doing the measurements in the living room and watching the big screen, like trying to do like, look at something while I work and not have to be in the office. Cause sometimes I just get tired of being in this room. I'm in this room a lot. So I was like, okay, let me see if I can do the setup in there. And I even brought the scale in there and everything. But most of the stuff, I don't weigh it anymore because I've been doing this too long. So I just be like, okay, that's a little bit under a pound. But if it seems like it's close to a pound, then I'll go ahead and measure it. But anything that's like 10 or 12 or under, I just put 10 ounces or put 12 ounces. If it's super light, I put 6 ounces and just rock on. I don't have time for all of that because every little thing that you stop to put in, like I'm putting in the material, and then I'm stopping to put in the country of origin or whatever, and that takes time. Everything takes time. So I'm trying to figure out, is it even worth my time to do that? I don't know if you guys do all of that, but yeah, I do really, really, really love the color coding. Like the color coding for me is I gotta have that. That's a must. Any idea what the differences are with Vendoo and Listperfectly? I don't. For all I know, really, the main differences is the platforms that you can sell on, because both of them pretty much are accomplishing the same thing. But a lot of people do tell me that they prefer the Vendoo, like that it's easier. And I know, according to what Melissa was telling me last night, Vandy's Closet on IG, that it's easier to delist. So. But for me, I've never really had a problem since I started Listperfectly. I've never had a problem with delisting on there. And as far as the customer service is concerned, I've never had a problem with their customer service either. Their customer service has been absolutely wonderful. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really, really love the company. And if I did not, like, I don't promote stuff that I don't know anything about. But that's that on that. Any idea what the differences are? Okay, we already read that. Hello. I'm pretty new to reselling and trying to figure things out. Well, you know what? You done hit the right channel, because I said I'm really going to try to definitely work on giving you more of the processes, because I feel like all of those brand videos and all of the hauls, and I'm going to do that. Don't get me wrong, it'll be there, but I'm going to be focusing more on the processes, because I feel like people need to know what really goes on. Like, this spreadsheet is a lot for me to have to keep up with, but I do it because I feel like if I ever want to scale, and if I was starting out in the beginning today, it would be nice if I had this from the beginning, but I didn't. I was going in the closet in a brown, big, like a tall brown box, and just putting all my stuff in that brown box until it got full. And then I was just like, stuff was like everywhere in my office because I didn't have an inventory management system, which is silly. As I was in management, there was no reason. Like, I've been a manager for a long time, and I know all about the bins and all of that kind of stuff. There was no reason for me not to have a system, but I didn't. So if I could say one thing, like if I had it to do over again, if I knew that I was going to be full time, and I knew that at some point, like, I really like this, I'm going to want to scale, then I would have had the inventory system. Even if you're not going to scale, I think it's great because it's a time saver. There's been times when I've lost an item, or maybe it already sold on another platform and I forgot to take it down. Well, because I make sure that I record my sales, like I don't mess around with that, and color code them, then I'll just put in whatever that number is. I go to my listing, and in the Skew part, I'll go look up the Skew so I can see. I wonder if I could show y'all that, like how it shows up. Let me see if I could do that really quick. And then I'm not going to take up too much more time, but I'm going to show you on my Poshmark real quick what it looks like when I go to a listing. Like, I listed this one today. Okay, let me get the screen here for sharing. Share screen. Okay, so here I am. So I don't know if y'all can see this, but let me see. I don't know. It looks like, I don't know if you guys can see that all that well. Can you see it? A VA assistant? No, it's not. Let me stop sharing, and I can try to pull this out and over to my other screen over here so you can see it, so I can share it. And then share screen. So this one I just listed today. It's this one I kind of wanted to keep because it was in like new condition, but it's too big for me now. It's an extra large. There's no way. Like, it's just big. Like, I can't even mess around with it. But another thing that's good that I think I do with my listings down here. Oh, it's not even on this one. I'm messing up, but I normally have something that says colors may vary. I really need to make sure I'm putting that in my listings, because the people sometimes will try to say, because if you can see, like, black is hard to photograph. Like, here it looks one color, and then here it looks a little different. So if you put photo colored, colors may vary, then that helps with that. So you don't end up getting a case, and then they kind of can win that case if you're not careful. But anyways, I'm trying to go here because I wanted to show y'all the Skew, how it looks like. Then, okay, so this is how it looks. Like, all this information is like right at my fingertips. Basically, everything that's on the spreadsheet is here. It's telling me the date I listed it, which was today, what day I purchased it on in Orlando on February the 5th when I was out of town. And then right here, $2.50 was my buy cost. And then it says that I got it from Swag Slayer. And then, what is this? Oh, okay. That is it's the bin location, but I just put an extra S. I know that that's not even supposed to be there, so let me just delete it. Actually, that's the extra S, but K is the bin location, and then 335S. That's where I got it located, and so that's that on that. So I guess we'll go back to the regular screen. Is VA a virtual assistant? Yes, it is. That is pretty. Oh, it is cute. That little thing was real cute. No doubt about it. And you can always DM me on DM me on Instagram. I must be tired. I'm like, I'm tired, you guys. So I'm right at 30 minutes. Anytime, I just wanted to just get on here and just kind of hang out a little bit. So, but next week, I'm most likely going to have a guest come on with me, and we'll have a little bit more fun with it next week. So thank you, Terry, for joining me, and whoever is still in the chat, thank you so much for joining in. I do appreciate it. I have to go get a nice little workout in, so I am going to go ahead and run along. But like I said, thank you for joining. And if you want to catch me, I'm trying to get better at marketing myself. So if you want to catch me, on here again, I'm here also on Monday nights for Motivational Mondays. I do those every single Monday night. I interview a different entrepreneur, and I just kind of highlight what they have going on, what they're doing, what's been working for them, success tips, that sort of thing, every Monday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And hopefully coming up, I'll be having some shows in Clubhouse, but I don't have a schedule for that yet. So that's really all I have on that. Thank you so much for joining. Good night, Terry. And good night, friends.